I would like to invite Dr. Sridevi Annapurna Singh ma'am, who is currently serving as director at Central Food Technological Research Mysore. Ma'am, you are very much welcome. Ma'am, basically, ma'am, we would love to hear from you. You have been leading the many pilot programs. So you have seen the both sides of the table as being an administrator level and also as an implementer. So what roadblocks were there that you faced, and how did you come up with the innovative solutions to implement it? And what would you suggest the policy makers were to implement it and to remodel it into a better platform?
Um, yeah, I seem to be going on and off. I hope I'm back and you can hear me.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. We can very much hear you, ma'am.
CFTRI is under the CSIR and we are in Mysore and we are in existence since 70 years. And one of the main mandate of this institute has been to address undernutrition in the country. So a lot of supplementary foods we have developed ever since the inception of our institute. And probably today everybody is very familiar with Amul spray, but the first technology that was developed in the 50s by this institute. And similarly, parboiling of rice, energy food. So when we talk about nutrition and impact studies, we have to take care of not only the calories and protein, but also the micronutrients that are required. And definitely the RDA is different for different age groups and gender and the kind of lifestyle they are leading. And this is one of the reasons why we have a large number of supplementary foods, especially aimed maybe at children or women and so on. So in the 12th plan between 2012 to 17, we had done one impact study in Anganwadis in Manchanabele. Manchanabele is a very small town which is around 20 kilometers from Mysore. Okay, in the Mysore district, that is probably the most undernourished among the Anganwadi children. So we selected 270 children, and what we did was one of the Anganwadis, which had around 50 children, was kept as control. We did not intervene. The remaining children, what we did was they continued to have the government intervention program as per there, but we selected a slot in the afternoon after the child has lunch, goes to sleep and gets up before going home. That is when we made an intervention of giving CFTRI products. So one thing that everybody probably would notice is that because of the logistics, the government usually gives only one kind of food. But there is no one perfect food which will give all the RDA that the child requires. So it was important for us that we introduce menu diversification. So we used 7 products. One was the zinc fortified mango bar, then spirulina chikki, energy food, sesame paste, which is a high energy, high protein paste, and high protein rusk, and a micronutrient mix. So because we are in the south of India, the children get rice and sambar in the afternoons. So the micronutrient mix was mixed along with the sambar and given to the children in the plate itself. And this was done once a week, twice, and then we gave other products on other days. So at the end of 6 months, as compared to the baseline before the study, we found that almost 80% of the children showed a lot of improvement in vitamin A. Although booster vitamin A is given once in 6 months, there were a lot of children even showing 2 we found with white dot spots. And in hemoglobin, definitely we were able to push more than 80% into the normal. So it is possible that we can make a difference in the nutrition scenario amongst the children, provided we are able to look locally and design these foods in such a way after knowing what is it that they are eating on a daily basis and giving, supplementing with what is missing in their diet. Now we have taken up a study also in West Bengal, in a predominantly tribal region, where there are a lot of severe acute malnourished children are there. And we are trying to see, now we are 1 month into the program, and we hope to see positive results after maybe 3 or 4 months. Similarly, in Odisha too, the government was very keen to introduce ragi, because Odisha does produce a lot of millets. Now, millets are having much more micronutrients, vitamins, and minerals as compared to polished rice. The thing is, because these are very small millets, the processing becomes extremely important. So, although a lot of communities do use these local grains, they are not aware that there could be a lot of anti-nutrients in them which could hinder the absorption of vitamins and minerals in the body. So we have ragi laddu. Then in Karnataka, along with the Spirulina Foundation, we have started one study with chikki that has been supplemented with spirulina. Now, chikki is a traditional food which is well liked by children. Spirulina is having 70% protein, and it is a very rich source of many vitamins and minerals. But the taste sometimes is not very good. So we have made sure that the taste is exactly how traditional chikki is, and but we have added spirulina also. And here again, we have found that some of the children have been able to come out of their undernourished status. Right now, we have completed around 3 months of this study, and we hope that very soon we will be seeing more positivity. The Women and Child Development is also in partnership with us. So we have found that also by involving the self-help groups, we do a lot of training programs in the institute. So we are training from farmers to self-help groups, especially women, and even short-term courses for people who are working in the industry. So many of our, especially the self-help group, they are not, they go more by taste, not so much by nutrition retention and how much processing has to be done to ensure that the nutrients are bioavailable. So during our course, we teach them these things, and we also optimize their processes such that they are able to give nutritious foods to the communities that we are supplying. So then we also do testing. So often you find that when a food is made, that day it may have all the nutritional retention. But after a week or so, it is possible that the nutrients are going. So it is very important to understand as to how the nutrients in that particular food are retained or they are getting lost. Many times these added nutrients, sometimes we are fortifying them, they will react with the other substances that are there in the food, leading to the loss of proteins and other things also. Color changes could be there. So we do shelf life studies, we do sensory analysis, and we look at the food safety. Many times when powders are given, we don't realize that there is a lot of microbial load in them already. But when they pick up a little bit of moisture, that is when the food starts getting spoiled and the microbial load goes up. Often if hygiene is not practiced, or if it is not done in a hygienic manner, it is possible that such accidents can take place in feeding programs. So the institute does the training, we do the testing, we do the development. We also have free technologies. Some of these technologies are freely available on our website, and if anybody downloads it, they can come over to our institute and we provide training. So these are some of the activities as well as what can be done. Apart from that, of course, you might be knowing about the Kisan Sabha app, where CSIR has made this. And we find that many of the small manufacturers, if they connect through that, they can get the raw materials cheaper. They don't have to pay the market prevailing prices. So it is very important that technology should intervene even in procurement as much as in the processing as well as the shelf life of these products. And all of this will definitely help in the nutritive status change in the country. And the last point I want to make is CFTRI has also been given money by CSIR, and we had developed as a mission mode project a number of products for breakfast. This is yet to be implemented, but apart from the midday meal program or just giving the interventions, the breakfast we all know is one of the most important meals of the day, and large number based on the regional preferences of foods. CFTRI has helped to develop all these products. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for highlighting the activities of CFTRI in this in making the society healthier. And we do get a point from your points that there's a logistic requirement at the field level, and that needs to be catered to, and that I think that would soon be catered to by the policies and the government and decision makers. So very thank you, ma'am, for highlighting all the points.